We look at a body and see a finished object, a hand, a face, a heart. But how does that static geometry actually come into existence? A body does not simply appear, it becomes. From a tiny cluster of cells, life stretches, folds, and pulls itself into a shape that can eventually walk and breathe. Biologists call this process morphogenesis. In motion theory, the definition is sharper. Morphogenesis is motion becoming anatomy. To understand how we are built, we have to look past the final shape and find the invisible storm of motion that created it. It is common to think of DNA as a blueprint, but DNA does not contain a three-dimensional drawing of a spleen. It is a parts list, storing instructions for proteins and timing, but it lacks any inherent spatial awareness. If life is not a 3D printer running a line of code, why doesn't a growing population of dividing cells just multiply into a formless puddle of biological soup? The body negotiates its shape from the inside out. It uses a synchronized combination of chemical gradients, mechanical stress, and electrical states to tell its cells where to go. Morphogenesis is a construction site without a central architect. Biological matter has to teach itself how to become form. Shape begins when sameness breaks. A body cannot form if every cell acts identically. Development requires uniform clones to establish organized difference, distinguishing top from bottom or front from back. Cells establish this difference using morphogens. These signaling molecules act as a live chemical ledger, recording positional data across the embryo. This ledger operates through a continuous countdown. A signal is produced at a source, spreads outward through diffusion, and fades as it is degraded. Because these rates are balanced, individual cells can read the exact concentration level that reaches them. A cell close to the source receives a different data point than a cell on the outer edge, giving blind cells their geographic location. This chemical motion can also create complex boundaries, like spots and stripes. An activator chemical builds a local peak, while a faster-moving inhibitor spreads outward to block that peak from expanding everywhere. This race between chemical rates creates a controlled instability. It provides the map blind cells need to begin the actual construction. Knowing your geographic location does not physically build a structure. To create a body, the chemical pattern must translate into physical mechanics. Cells listen to their environment through mechanotransduction. They feel stretch and stiffness, reading physical pressure as an instruction rather than passive background noise. To act on these instructions, cells use actomyosin, a dynamic internal scaffolding of fibers and motor proteins that functions as a living contractile system. When motor proteins pull on a cell's surface, the cell narrows into a wedge. When a sheet of cells does this together, tiny motor motion becomes macroscopic tissue folding. Chemistry proposes what may happen, but mechanical tension tells the cells what is physically happening to the geometry in real time. As tissues fold and migrate across the embryo, biology faces a coordination problem. How do millions of separated cells maintain a single architectural plan? They communicate through bioelectricity. This is driven by the physical motion of ions, not their traditional copper wiring. Every cell membrane acts as an electrical boundary. Cells actively pump charged particles, like sodium and potassium, across their walls, creating distinct voltage states. Cells share these states through portals called gap junctions. These connections turn a developing tissue into a unified network, allowing the group to synchronize its behavior. Bioelectric gradients act as body-shaped signals written in moving ions. They provide the large-scale coordination that prevents localized mechanical folding from drifting into chaos. Chemistry, mechanics, and electricity integrate into a continuous, synchronized feedback loop. A tissue curves, which changes the physical stress. That stress changes the behavior of the cell, which then alters the next chemical signal released. This loop is a physical audit. Cells are constantly negotiating their intended shape against the resistance of reality. The embryonic environment is loud and messy, full of fluctuating signals and mechanical drift, yet bodies form with reliable structure. This feedback loop allows for robust error correction, forcing the growing geometry to adapt to noise before it becomes failure. Life builds complex structures without a rigid plan by relying on self-correcting motion architecture. The developing embryo is a stabilized storm of chemical gradients, mechanical tension, and bioelectric voltage. Every organ is a motion treaty. Every face is a sculpted history of tension. The embryo uses the laws of physics to negotiate itself into existence, building a body from the inside out without a master architect. Morphogenesis is the moment the universe stops merely moving matter around and starts teaching matter how to become form.